Greetings, my beautiful galactical beings of the galaxies far beyond the imagination. So, what are we doing today after I just did the other video? As you can see, we're in the dark, and the dark is a representation of creation as well. This is where this is where it starts. And if you watch the wheel video, you know what I'm talking about. We start off not knowing what the fuck's going on, or we start off all that sounds crazy to us. Like, I don't want to do that. I don't know what the hell is. That's where the whole trust the divine thing comes in. Just do it. Just do it. But with all healing, we have to integrate with the dark. And this is where a lot of times where I've been to like a few wellness centers around here, and like a few discussions, and there's just too much angel, too much light. I understand it, but they're not recognizing the dark, evil one they are inside. You know what I mean? And it's like, I just don't get it. You need that balance, because too much will self-destruct. That's what the power of the 11 does. It's a self-destructive number, especially if they're an 11, as I am. But I learned the hard way, because that's what I signed up for, to go through these experiences. But there's an old quote by Terence McKenna, the psychedelic guy of spirituality. He brought the movement back. I am trying to bring it back, but you don't even need all that. Music is where it's at. But anyway, he said, only the shaman knows that culture is a game. Everyone else takes it seriously. This is how the shaman, the wizard, the witch does their magic. And I let that sink in. I let it sink in for a while. And I realized that it was all a game. A joke. God is always joking. It is a joke. God's always joking with us. Life is a joke. It's a game. This is how we create magic. If you get caught up in tradition, then you get caught up like, well, I don't look like that certain thing that they're doing. It doesn't sound like it. It doesn't look like it. And you go on and on and on and on and on and on. And you're stuck. So, just know that it's a game. So, let us do a short Reiki. This is Reiki with light language. This will be for accepting your evilness, your evil twin. Look down in the dark. Go very dark. Go dark. So dark that you need to cry. That you're gonna cry. And you will cry. You will accept it. You will accept that you are a bully. You will accept that you are a thief. You will accept that you are what do you call it, a con artist or whatever. We need to accept these things. We need to accept these things that you rip people off. And the only way to get rid of it, is to balance with it and spark the light onto it. That's how we transform. That's how you transform the dark to the light, which is basically alchemy. So anyway, let us say hello to our dark self. Hello. Just sit comfortable, put your both feet on the floor, and and let this energy flow through and bring up these memories. How do you know what your dark self is? Think of something you truly hate. Think of a situation you truly hate. And why do you hate it? What do you hate about it? That is your evil self, the other half. So now we have to heal this evil half. You know, when they say the grandfather with the feeding wolves, and you feed whatever, and the two wolves are battling inside between good and evil. This is wrong. This is where this is how media manipulates you, because they'll tell you that he was telling his grandson there's two battles of wolves. One is anger, lust, and greed, and the good is love, compassion, light, and so on and so on. And then the grandson goes, well, who wins? The one you feed. But if I keep feeding this good wolf, the bad wolf is still there. It doesn't go away. Where did it go? It doesn't go anywhere. It's still here. We're burying it. You're burying it and burying it. But I did read an old quote from an ancient Hopi. I believe it was one of my Hopis. If you feed both of them to create a balance, then the balance will become one, and you'll be an all-powerful one. So basically, when the ego dies, spirit takes over. And the ego just sits back and watches everything in awe. As Ozzy Osbourne taught me, that the mind is the evil one, and the heart is the good one. Because that's where everything starts, is what are you thinking? What are you feeding the brain? What are you programming yourself with? These are questions to ask. And as you watch these videos, start to visualize these as your own words for your own empowerment. Just use the words, and you'll notice it change, because you can change it to whatever you want, because it's your path. These are just guidelines. So let's just kick back and relax, get dusted off, dust off the crown, dust off our eyes, and let's get down to it. Just a short Reiki. Visualize the gold and the silver. Down send it to the abyss. That neighbor you hate, think about it. Why do you hate your neighbor? Think of a time, think of what you hate about it, and think of a time that you acted like your neighbor. And forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for this. Let the memory flow. Let the memory flow. Let it flow. Shokere. Sinebalono kuya inikila inki lahana kistor manila da kustuno kila managistono. No kila manai nikisto to kila na kika inikisto Whoa. Inikisto to ila inuhula manai nikisti no kuyala iksto yama sinekila monokusto no kuyala manai niki This is just a slight example. I had a problem with people speeding through lights and the stop signs here by the streets and not using turn signals, so that bothered me. This is just a short example. Why did it bother me? Because I did it. I did those things. You know, I hear about a kid getting his lunch money stolen from lunch line. That bothered me. I started to cry. Because I did that shit. I did that shit. You know, I am the evil one. So you have to accept this evilness and give it light and sit the fuck down with it and meditate it. Tell it to sit back and watch shit. Put some shades on because it's going to get bright. Empower that self. Like, you need to sit down and learn something, son. Tell that evil self you need to learn. It's not all about survival. There is a divine plan for all of us. It used to bother me that people selling cocaine and would cut it with shit and people would die. That bothered me because I did that shit. I was the one doing these things as well. And it sickens me now. Every fucking day you hear of someone overdosing or someone doing this, someone doing that. I could have been the one that killed that person. But it killed me instead. It took me out. I never did. Whatever. This is our examples. It doesn't matter. See how everything simultaneously exists in the now, right now? Not yesterday, not tomorrow, not last year. It exists now. It is still here. It's just a game. It's only a game. Let's not take everything so serious and just start making magic, bringing light to this dark and expressing it through the world to help the next person who's calling upon us. Si kila mano gusto huno shokure huso palana kito robetis no kuira seiki hu huala sikotokisto no maela kisotokira Hansa shonen. Integrate. Cry if you need to. Bathe. Go walk out barefoot on the earth. Do what you need to do. And accept it. Remember, we are in a dark place. All the energies of the month, the numbers will help you get through this. It's only temporarily. You have two choices in life. You can either play a victim or you can play a creator. You get to choose. That's your free will. I thank you guys for tuning in. I love you guys so much. Be inspiring. Be colorful. And be evil. Just say it. I am evil. And just say it. Your memory will show you your evilness and what you thought you was that wasn't evil. Trust the memory that you get. Until then, let me know what happens. Cry it out. Sage it off. Brush it off. Dig yourself out. Because there's always another day or another moment. I love you guys so much. I'll see you soon. Be evil. And be the creator as well. I'll see you soon.